Peasants are great at being human shields for your more valuable units. Use the peasants as shields, expect little else from them, and you won't be disappointed.
I'll cut your hearts off!
Sometimes large battles can be confusing, making it hard to discern friend from foe. To make this easier, left-click on the faction icon button on the right-hand panel. This will highlight your units in green, enemy units in red, and allied units in blue for as long as the button is held down. Poor quality infantry with armor and shields make great targets for drawing fire from enemy archers. Use them to protect your more valuable units. Your missile units can also attack in hand-to-hand combat if needed. Select your missile units, hold down the Alt key, and right-click on the unit you wish to engage in melee. Once your men are in combat, you can make them break off by double right-clicking on a point behind them. This can be a useful trick if your men are faster than the enemy's. When using this tactic, however, it is inevitable that you will lose a few men. When under fire from enemy artillery, you will suffer fewer casualties if you put... There is often an advantage in ordering your infantry to countercharge an enemy infantry charge. The trick is to leave it until the last moment so your own lines are not broken. By grouping and placing all your heavy cavalry on one flank, you can create a potent mobile strike force. Knowing when to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. You do not only win a battle by killing every last enemy soldier on the field, you also win by causing them to break and flee. When a unit routs, the panic spreads, and nearby units may join them. This can turn into a mass rout. Foolish enemy are facing away from your missile troops. Without their shields for protection, they're a great target. In causing an enemy rout, timing is everything. When you find weak spots in the enemy, weaken them until they are wavering, and then hit them hard to cause them to rout. The more units you can rout simultaneously, the more chance the whole army will panic and run. Heavily armored infantry can waste enemy arrows by shrugging off their arrows. This is very useful when attacking a foe with superior missile troops.
The enemy general...
You have pressed the withdraw button for the first time. This orders the selected units to leave the battlefield in an orderly manner. Use it if you think you are losing and want to save your men to fight another day. To cancel the withdraw order, simply give the units a move action. Spearmen are about to attack your cavalry, who are already in a fight. Get your horsemen out of there! Spearmen are the most effective force against cavalry. Left-click the Show Me How button to zoom to your unit. It is possible to set artillery ammunition alight to rain fire and death down upon the enemy. Flaming ammunition has reduced accuracy, but is more devastating when it lands and has a greater effect on morale. Left-click the Show Me How button to see how to do this.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Momentum is overwhelming. Routing 3 enemy units in a battle is no great achievement. Routing 3 enemy units at the same time may cause a cascade of panic and win the battle. Possible to set arrows alight to rain fire and death down upon the enemy. Flaming arrows have reduced accuracy, but are more devastating when they land and have a greater effect on morale. Left-click the Show Me How button to see how to do this.
The enemy army runs. We must pursue and hunt them down. This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.